Hi, I'm ladyasamidori, and today I'm going to teach a basic guide to Siege War Def. Now, since I'm not currently in Siege War, it will be a little different, and the you will not see the windows that pop up that are the same when you're in Siege War, so you'll just have to go more with what I say. In the guild castle, let's pretend that it's Siege War. We go to um, the processing factory to put up defenses. Once you have crystals, which there is a little icon that will appear here that you can move around that has tells you how many crystals and merits you have. You can buy flame and electric towers, also invisibility crystals, and the crystal extractors. The first thing you want to do in Siege War is gather enough merits to get Herald, which the Herald gives you special skills, the immune, the fast feed, the honor guard, the tornado. You can do all kinds of stuff with that. But this is just a basic guide of how to put up defenses. So after you get Herald, then you want to focus on someone is allocated to take the merits from Herald and go to either processing factory, because we have two, and click on the processing factory and a window will pop up and say build defenses, or building research or something like that. Click on that and you would buy the crystal extractor thingies. Then you would go outside of the castle, jump off the cliff, but not straight outside like over there, because then you'll glitch or something. But you just jump off the cliff, and then you would get up on the res and place them. You place them, they're in your action bar. Let me see where it is. That's what it looks like. And you would right click on it, and then it would place it. It may, since the update, just place wherever you are, or it may appear a shiny circle like a thunderstorm. Where's my thunderstorm? Like, it may appear a shiny circle like this, only smaller, like about the size of my ring disc. And then you would click on the ground to place it. So there is a specific person allocated to that, so please don't just go and grab them. I mean, it's not a big deal, but those crystal extractors are good for 100 merits, and that's a lot, especially like if you're on A or B side farming. That can put up a lot of death. So alright, so you'd want to get flame and electric towers after we get Herald. In the meantime, we would, oh, invis as well. In the meantime, what you would want to do is go outside, and the tower is basically around here. I'm going to switch to my alt real quick to show you basic def. Okay, where is he? Okay. This is basically what the field would look like. You can imagine these little candles as faces, these hourglasses as eyes, the chairs as flame towers, and the dressers as electric towers. And just imagine over every flame and electric tower having an invisibility tower over it as well. You would, on the tower, if you are below level, let's say 45 or 40, because the balloon monsters are 40 elite, so you may not actually be able to kill them until 45. And when you're below that level, you can just run up, go outside the castle, run up to it, and click on the tower, and you would gather merits. There is a very good add-on. It is one of my favorites. It is called Guild Siege Quick Trade. And you can get that on the Curse site or on the Curse Forge site. The Curse Forge site has more add-ons that are privately made, as opposed to Curse that has a only a few people who actually make those add-ons. Some of the same add-ons are on CurseForge. You would go to the curse.com and click on, let me search it. And no, I'm not like marketing department selling these things. Okay. It's 2 Ds. I need 1 D. Sorry, I have terrible typing these. Where is it? I believe that any of the guild add-ons will work. Or any of the guild trade add-ons will work. Let me go back because this isn't working. Sorry, it's taking a while. There it is, Guild Siege Quick Trade. You would click on this and all this, and I know you guys aren't dumb, you can do this. You can download it on the Curse client. When you get the Curse client, which I do not use the Curse client because it glitches my add-ons really bad, badly, you would download the Curse client, make an account with them, and then download it via Curse client. You can open the Curse client and you can search on that as well, and so you don't have to go to the website, or you could click download now. And if you were to do that, then either Curse or CurseForge, you can download that. And CurseForge, most of the add-ons you get on there, you have to download to and unzip the file. So you would get WinRAR, the program, and sorry, my cat is trying to walk across my keyboard because I'm not paying attention to her. You would say extract to specified folder, and then you would go to C, program files, Runes of Magic, interface, and then add-ons. You click on the add-ons folder, and if you have not downloaded the Curse client before, then and have not downloaded add-ons, see, it will automatically make these two folders, interface and add-ons. If you have not already done that, then you would have to make the interface folder as well as the add-ons folder. And that is very simple. You would just like right click, and say new folder, and then you would click inside that and make new folder, and it's very simple. Okay, then you click OK, and it would do it. That's just how I did it. Okay, now the Guild Siege Quick Trade add-on is very helpful. Basically what it does is it only pops up during Siege War, so you won't see it regularly while you're playing. And it's this little box. It's about this size, and it will say, it have a little check mark for activate, and it'll have a button that says donate or collect. And depending on whether you are putting up defenses or whether you're just gathering them, then it depends on whether you're donating or collecting, and also who you're giving them to, and that sort of thing. So that's pretty straightforward. You can figure that out because you people are smart. Okay. You would see regularly, like, the tower guards would be right here, and so you would put up these eyes. I'm sorry, the lamps or the faces. You would put them up in a spoken wheel pattern around the tower. So and basically spacing them out a good bit because, um, not that, that's from me crashing. This is the range of a mage's thunderstorm, and I can come in there and like wipe out everything really quickly. So, they are spaced out a good bit, but they're also alternating faces and eyes. So let's say that I thunderstorm here, it would only take out like this, whereas it's all over the place. So you put in an invisibility tower on the from the processing factory. The invisibility tower costs 200 crystals. So we need people to be gathering from the tower to gather crystals, and those are for the entire guild to use. And then the merits, which you have to trade back and forth. You have someone farming the balloon monsters that are usually in this field. You can have someone to put up flame tower and upgrade it. But you upgrade it by clicking on the tower and clicking oil bomb. For the electric towers, you want to click building research instead. The towers are pretty much useless if you do not upgrade them. So if you're lower level and you don't feel like sitting on a tower, or you're not able to gather merits, some guilds will pitch a fit, but in my guild, I don't really care if, as long as you're not putting a ton of flame towers out that serve no purpose. But one flame tower, just sitting here, with someone next to it, so that when the balloons hit it and die, then you get the merits. That's perfectly fine. As well as just killing them the old-fashioned way. Now, you would make them. You would buy the eyes and the faces and the sea stones from the tower flags. There are two flags, right there and right there, on the regular tower. And you would click on the banner, a little backpack icon will come up, and on the banner, and you would buy eyes and faces, and the sea stones. They all cost 30 merits each. The balloons in the middle, which you cannot see right now because the bridges are there because it's not currently in Siege War time. The balloons in the middle, between the two towers, give more merits, but they're also level 55 elites. So you can, if you're higher level, then you can go out there and farm those. But those are allocated. Those are allocated for the towers in the middle. So you can get more merits that way. Also, farming guards and all that stuff, you can get merits. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting really sidetracked. So you would place them spoken wheel all around the tower. They're a little lumpy right now. You'd also make a wall from the tower to the castle, and you may want to put a couple over here, though, but I'm running out of furniture spaces. And then from the castle all the way to the cliff starts about here in Siege War, and then there are a bunch of trees and stuff over here, and it kind of slopes down a little bit. You would put like a flame, electric, and an invis, as well as a sea stone. These are like sea stones. The sea stones prevent mages from casting. The faces knock people over, and the eyes pop rogues and people using invis pots out of invis. So you put one like right around here. See, there's like a little gate, and there's this like big cliff area right here, and then that leads up. That leads up to the towers in the middle. You would put one here so it would stop them before they ever get to the tower. And then I would say if you are able to PvP, you're like, I don't know, I guess 65 or higher, you have a tiered weapon and decently statted gear, then you can, and you're just learning how to PvP, put an invis tower like right around here, and so you can hide in it. And so when higher levels and other players come over to attack, you can target them and kill them before they see you. Now, the invisibility towers work like a rogue's invisibility. Basically, if someone's a higher level than you, they can see you. So putting a bunch of invisibility towers right on the tower where there are level 20s and such farming off the tower is pretty much useless because they can see them coming a mile away. And it doesn't do any good. But out here, if you want to put a couple invisibility towers out here, if we have enough crystals, that's perfectly fine. So from the cliff, you want to make a line to the tower, and you may want to put some eyes and stuff out here for rogues that like to sneak around. But if it's from the cliff to over here, then they have to walk through at least a couple of them to get to the tower, and that way it will buy us time to come back and stop them from attacking. That's basically how you do it on A side. It is generally the same thing on B side. I haven't put out a ton of stuff on, actually I haven't put out anything on B just because I was running out of furniture spaces. Oh look, there's some more things I can put. Yay. Okay. So, I mean from that was the main gate, or the front gate that we saw. On B side, there's a huge mountain in this area, so you would build from to the mountain. So I guess the tower is about like right here. So here would be the same thing. You would put flame electric here and an invisibility tower, flame electric here, invisibility tower here, and here. It's also good to put eyes under invisibility tower because they pop rogues out of hide and they don't see them. Okay, so you would build from the front of the tower to the wall. And noted that if one tower on the home side isn't defended as much, people can come around the back of the castle and go to the other side and attack the castle from that side fairly easily. So it is very important to have both towers well defended. And if, one side has more merits and more defenses than the other one's being repeatedly hit, it's nice to help out your team members. So keep in touch with your team members in guild chat. So from the front of the tower up to the mountain that's about here, and then put a couple in the notches in the mountains, because some people can climb up the mountains and get in the little notches and hide. So like eyes and a couple faces there, and then there's like mountains over here, and then like back in the different whatever side you're on, there are different places in the back where you can farm. So yeah, to the mountain, to the gate. I'm sorry, to the mountain, to the side of the castle, and then just build a big wall in front. Keep on going, layers upon layers upon layers. Definitely wrap around the back a little bit, 1 or 2 layers around the back, but you don't have to worry too much about the backs. Up here would be the bridge to N or H, whatever side is in the middle, depending on whether you're red or blue. It alternates. And you would want to... There is an area where the bridge goes down, and there are floating rock bridges that they're little floating rock bridges that you can get across the middle. It is important to put like a invisibility tower and a flame tower, an electric tower, and an eye there, so that when people are coming across the rock bridge, they fall off the side. Because those flame towers will fear you. The flame towers are what fear you, make you run around like a crazy person. The invisibility towers will stun you, knock you off your mount, knock you out of invis, and slow you down. But only if upgraded. The sea stones prevent mages from casting, so they're very important for putting defense when you're putting defenses up. Because since a mage can hit things really quickly and knock out a lot of stuff really fast, it's nice to silence the mage long enough for someone to come up and kill that mage. So yeah, on both A and B side by the bridge, there are those little floating rock thingies. Also, it is nice to put defenses up on the bridge. You see these little notches? It's good to put eyes and faces in there. See, the floating rock bridge would be like right here on A side. Actually, I mean, this is like more in the middle, but it would be, yeah, generally around right here. Um, Also, there is some kind of way where you can like jump down on the bridge and put stuff like under the bridge, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that. Um, I've never actually seen it done, but I've been in guilds where people can do it. So I guess it's like it would be like right there or something. I don't know. But yeah, if you put eyes and faces right here, eyes and faces right here, maybe a tower if we have enough crystals. Basically, that's how you do it. So I'm gonna go back over to A side so you guys can see kind of how it looks like. It's like, oh look, I'm a big bad person trying to attack, and you can build up here. As well, the more you get. So it's like, okay, I'm a rogue, and I'm knocked instantly out of invis. And so, oh my god, you guys can see there's a rogue, so you call back. Or I'm, somebody else, or a rogue, and the faces will stun me and knock me over, and I'll flip-flop for a minute. And then I'll get, like, popped out. And then I'll get, whatchamacallit, flip-floppy. Flip-floppy, and all the time these towers are attacking me, making me run all over like a crazy person, knocking me off my mount, and all that. So, I mean, basic, and all this stuff over here, of course, is doing that too. Also, it is important to, you can put flame electric towers up here, but I really don't suggest doing that if they have a mage, because I can come up and thunderstorm up there, and it's really easy for me to knock down stuff. Where the heck? I know I put, oh, I must have put this somewhere else. Like, right around where I'm standing here, and where I'm standing here, it's a good place to put flames and electrics, because mages can't reach that far. And it will kind of prevent them from doing stuff while they're trying to knock down the gates, but it will kind of protect the gates. It is very important to protect the gates, because if they get the processing factory down and the forge down, then we're screwed. I mean, we can still win depending on the guild, but yeah, see, like right here and right here. Also, kind of like to the side, like right here is a good place to put them. Yeah, be careful about placing too many towers close to the gate, because it will occasionally make it so you cannot rebuild it, which is a real pain. Some guilds will actually put up stuff just so that happens. Some people just don't do it on purpose, but it just happens because it happens. It's glitchy. But yeah, so you can put a couple towers, but don't. I wouldn't put a whole lot of them. Let me see. If you're on A side, there's processing, and if you're on... Oh, sorry. Let me switch back to lady. The Galloping Gale is really helpful in Siege War, so is the Unbridled Enthusiasm. The Unbridled does not stack with Fearless, but if you have the title switch macro with your speed thingies, so the processing factory say, okay, I've been killing balloons. I've been killing the balloons all day, I'll live all day. Okay, you go to the processing factory and get flames and electrics and invis towers. And then you go back out and you put them up. If you're on B, same basic thing. Stable's good because it makes your mount speed higher. It's a processing factory. I thought that was a 3 or 4. No, I guess not. The Forge you can upgrade in Siege War when you have more merits. Usually it's the higher levels that do that, not because we're against lower levels or anything like that, but just because generally the higher levels have more merits. So they can upgrade building defenses first, and then refined steel. So yeah, that's basic. And all this stuff isn't in here, it's just your buildings. So, if you're a mage who can actually sit up on top, and people are in the castle, you can jump on top of the library and thunderstorm them. You can also jump up and sit right here and thunderstorm them. If there's another mage, they can usually hit you or something. But okay, basic guide. If you guys have any questions at all, whisper me in game. My name is ladyasamidori, and I'm willing to help. If you're in my guild, you can talk to me in guild chat, and you guys aren't idiots. I don't know why I'm still talking. Alright, yeah, basic. Alright, thanks. Thanks for watching.